Ooh, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Let's press start. Let's load a game. Let's pick file 3. Because, what other file are we really going to pick? And let's get it going. So, as you can see, I am currently on the 6th floor of Hogwarts because I found something very interesting in this room right here. So, if you go into this room right here, you find this little picture of Wendolyn the Weird. And you might recognize that name from a few episodes ago, but let's just get it started if you don't. Excuse me, may I have a word with you? I'm Wendolyn the Weird. Don't you have a famous Witches and Wizards card with my picture on it? Yes, I do, but it's a misprint and had no power. Ooh, a misprint. I always wanted one. Would you like to trade for it? Trade what? I have this lovely little spider on a bit of web. It's very rare and doesn't bite. Want to trade? You receive a baby spider? Alright, maybe Hagrid would be interested in this. You give up the misprinted Wendolyn card? Alright, so yeah, now you can see Wendolyn gave me a spider for my card. And someone else wants the spider. So we got ourselves a little trading sequence. I'm going to do Informus on this imp thing? No, it's a goblin. He's weak to Flipendo. So let's just do that. Let's use our strongest one. Because, even then it's only a duo, so I might as well. And it's not exactly like this thing is doing crazy amounts of damage to me. There it is. Maybe it was more worth it to just do a bunch of Flipendo Unos, but... honestly, I don't really care. I gotta make my way all the way down to Hagrid's hut, because I'm assuming that's where Hagrid is. Using my deduction skills as a detective. Hagrid would be located in his own hut. So I'm gonna go down here. I'm on, the 3rd floor right now, I want to say. This is a very 3rd floor looking floor. Looking ground. Because I'm saying floor a little too much. If you know what I mean. There we go. 1st floor. 1st hallway area. There we go. Entrance hall. Walk on the emblem. And now we can finally make it out. So I'm going to go not that way. I got to go this way. Avoid the monsters, because we got to do a lot of talking. And I don't want to stall for time, man. Hagrid. Do you have anything in here? Anything in the cupboard? You receive a revive potion. Alright, I'll take it. Hello, Harry. What brings you out here? Hagrid, do you like spiders? What? Why? Whoever said I did? I just have this unusual spider, and I thought you might be interested in it. Oh, is that all? I do favor unusual creatures. Could I see it? Sure. Oh, she's a rare'un. Pretty, too. Wonder how big she might get. You can have her if you like her. You give up the baby spider? Thank you, Harry. Here, take this spike collar and trade. It don't fit anything around here no more. Only big enough for a cat. Thanks, Hagrid. Alright. So I give up the baby spider to Hagrid, and he gives me a collar for a cat. Now, I'm sure most of you probably remember who in Hogwarts has a cat, but you'll be seeing them right now if you're not able to. I think this is where I gotta go? No, this is the staff room. And I'm not a staff, I'm a student. I might get a detention if I do that, man. There we go, Filch's office. Now, if you remember Filch, there's a pepper up potion in there. Anything else in his filing cabinets? apparently so. And there's also a monster. The armor. What were you weak to? Oh my goodness, I don't even have him in my, folio. That's a little embarrassing. Better scan him. He's gonna miss. Perfect. I was like 3 feet in front of him. Okay, he's not weak to anything, but he does resist, Vermilius. Let's try an Incendio. Let's see how much that's gonna do. 31 is pretty good. I mean, it's gonna be like a 3-shot. So I guess not. Is a Verdimilius gonna do a little more? 34? I don't know. I think it's still kind of a bit of a damage range. So I might as well get more Incendio reps in. Yeah, 32. So anyway, like I was saying, I might as well get some Incendio reps in, get some duos, get some trios. You know how it is. You, why are you lurking about? I wasn't lurking, at least I didn't mean to be. Didn't I see you by Hagrid's hut? Were you scheming with him? No, you could say that. Oh no, we were just talking about animals. You traded me the spiked collar. That's a nice collar, that is. I've been looking for one like that for Mrs. Norris, my cat. It would look very nice on her, I'm sure. Look, I've seen Mrs. Norris. There's only so much you could do to that thing. And I don't think anything's making that thing look nice. Here, I took this signed picture of Professor Lockheart from some silly girl who was walking around cooing at it. Knocked over my dustpan, she did. Trade you the picture for the collar. What do you say? Unless you want a lurking report filed on you. You receive a Lockhart portrait? Trade it is. Here you go. Give up the spike collar. A fair trade, I'd say. Now be about your business. Maybe I could find this girl who we took the picture from. I certainly don't want it for myself. And I'm going to walk right into an enemy. It's a ghost bat. What are you weak to again? I just can't seem to remember. He's not weak to anything, but he does resist Incendio. I could try Flipendo on it, but I also don't want to get paralyzed when I'm the only guy on my team. You know, I think it's going to be fine. Should be like a three shot with Flipendos. Don't paralyze me. Ah, shoot. Alright, at least we come to our senses pretty quickly. And then let's just finish it with a duo, because I don't want to stay in this fight any longer than I have to. You know how it is. 45 experience is nothing to sneeze at. And now I gotta find where this girl is. This could be a little tricky. I'd climb to the top of the highest tower in Hogwarts to learn from Professor Lockheart, not just to the 3rd floor. Alright. Well, she was talking about Professor Lockheart, but she does not want a picture of him. I'm just going to talk to every single girl in this building. Why could all teachers be as handsome as Professor Lockheart? And it seems like everyone loves Professor Lockheart. I mean, it's probably just because that's technically my next class that's scheduled. That might be the case. But don't quote me on that. Professor Lockhart, sigh. Anyone else? You're a guy, but you might want the picture. I bet Professor Lockhart will become headmaster when Professor Dumbledore retires. Alright. You do not want the picture. Anyone on the 3rd floor? I dream about Professor Lockhart every night. This is where Professor Lockhart's actual room is. So it could be where he's at? Maybe? Sometimes it's hard to believe Professor Lockheart has crammed so much adventure into one life. Alright. Maybe I have to do Professor Lockhart's class? Maybe that's where the girl is? I don't know. I'll check out everyone in the halls, and then maybe we'll hold off on the trading. I have all of Professor Lockhart's book. I think I'll ask him to autograph every page. That'll probably take a while. Gilderoy Lockhart is already my pick for Teacher of the Year. Alright. Do you want a picture? Professor Lockhart sigh. You were following me up here? Are you serious? Alright. This is literally the top floor. If she's not up here, we'd all be safe from the dark arts with Professor Lockhart around. Okay, so I think we're going to need to hold off on the trading sequence so far. Or we'll have to hold off for now. Because I think she's only going to come out if I... No, I already talked to you. You're not... Oh, no, you're moving. Alright. I was going to say, usually if they're not moving, then that's who I need to talk to. I'm going to go into Defense Against the Dark Arts and just do that class real quick. Walk by Ron, and let's see what's going on in here. I'm Gilderoy Lockhart, member of the Order of Merlin, 5-time winner of Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award, and your new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. But I've talked enough about myself. Perhaps one of you would like to talk about me now. Groan. Oh, believe you me, people are talking about you in the halls nonstop. Fancies himself, doesn't he? Sigh. No one? Oh well, plenty of time for that later, especially on the oral exams. My purpose is to train you to face the most dangerous creatures known to wizards and or witches. These, for example. What are those? These, of course, are Cornish pixies. Don't scream and you'll only encourage them. They aren't dangerous, are they? Oh, they probably are. Let's just see what you can do with them. Look out! Oh my god, did you see Hermione's face in the portrait down there, man? Be calm, students. Rounding up is easy. Here's how. I'm not going to read that. I'd just been called away to judge a beauty pageant in a mirror factory class. Mirror factory, class dismissed. Sorry I didn't read that right. They're not teaching students how to make mirrors in Hogwarts, I think. Maybe. We can't let them run loose. They'll wreck the school, but what can we do? You don't have to raise your hand when you ask a question. Oh, right. We're just going to have to go around and catch them. Capture the pixies. Capture as many elusive pixies as possible before time runs out. Let's move the wand around the screen, press and use the control pad. To charge the spell in the wand, press and hold the A button. When a pixie is trapped by the spell, release the A button. Capture more than one pixie in each spell for higher points. Oh, I see. So I gotta do that. Oh, this is weird. I think I get it, though. I tried to get a 2-for-1 there. This is actually kind of fun. I'm sure it would be more fun with, like, a mouse, but... I'm still doing some stuff. You know how it is. I missed. And there we go. Don't hurt me, I'm just... Oh, Harry, Ron, Hermione, you captured all the pixies. They're back in the cage now, nothing left to worry about. Good show. I was coming back to battle them myself and retrieve some signed photos. Can't let them damage the photos, you know? Ron and I could not agree more. So that's how I subdued pixies. Top marks to you all. I'll mention how wonderful you were in my next book. Off you go now. Ron Weasley joins the group. And Hermione Granger joins the group. I see. And here is What's her name? McGonagall. Mr. Potter, please meet Mr. Wood on the Quidditch pitch for the first practice of the season. Captured all the escaped pixies, rush to the card collector's club room, and pick up a new card combo. Okay, but first, let's try to find that girl who wants a Lockhart picture. I think maybe... Oh, okay, I did just have to do the class. All right. Because you just spawned into existence after Defense Against the Dark Arts. Maybe she was summoned by Voldemort. Who knows? To distract Harry by asking him for pictures. Why did Mr. Filch take my picture away? I said I was sorry for upsetting his dustpan. I have your picture. Would you like it back? Ooh, more than anything. You're very welcome to it. You've up the Lockhart portrait? I was worried I might never see it again. Let me give you something in return. You receive a flashlight. A flashlight? Why do you have this in Hogwarts? Mom and Dad are non-magical folks. They thought I'd need it. I was going to give it to the non-magical studies class. Non-magical studies might be a good place for it. Thanks. All right. I remember where non-magical studies is. I think that is in the Egyptian room, if memory serves. However, I could always just check the map, actually, which is probably smarter. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, it's not in the Egyptian room. Never mind. Non-magical studies, do you want it? Oh, hello, I was looking for the non-magical studies professor. He's not here, but I'm a student assistant. I love non-magical studies. How they make do without magic. Fascinating. I thought your professor might like this flashlight. You give up the flashlight? Brilliant. Battery operated, first-rate, non-magical technology. This will go well in the artifact collection. Let me give you something in return. You receive a harmonica. A harmonica? Isn't this part of the collection? No, it's my own, but I can't play it at all. I was going to give it to the music class. It's the kind of thing they treasure. Okay, thanks. Alright, now let's head to the music class real quick, but first, I want to see how Ron and Hermione do in battle. What kind of stuff can these guys do? Oh, shoot. Alright. So we have quite a bit of armors right here. And Ron can do Incendio too, so Katie didn't just teach Harry. Crusaders aren't weak to anything. Oh wait, no, that's a swordsman, not a crusader. Well, first let's use Black Death on something? What is that gonna do? I don't know. And Hermione can lecture the party? Okay, hold on. This game is awesome now. Let's do... let's do proper wand techniques on Ron, I guess. Alright, let's see what that does. First of all, let's kill the, whatever this thing's name is. All these suits of armor just kind of blend together at this point. Oh, you're only doing 1 damage. Oh, they're both only doing 1 damage. I was going to say, maybe it's because, Ron's wand is still backfiring. I have to figure out how to fix that. Otherwise, things could get really bad really quickly. Harry, finish him off, please. Harry is almost out of MP. I'm going to have him inform us about the Blue Knight, and then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Maybe a Flipendo Duo should be enough? Not if you hit yourself. Hermione, Flipendo. There we go. All right. Inform us, please, Harry. All right. Let's see what you're weak to. Are you even weak to anything? No, he's not weak to anything, but he does resist incendio. Alright, so I guess we'll just do Verdimillious. It might be more worth it to use a Pepper Up potion on Harry, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to keep doing this. And then hopefully we could level up. This fight's going to take a while, but I personally don't care. I gotta see what all the other rat moves do, though. But that's probably a question for off-camera, Connor. 160 EXP. Harry levels up, so I don't need to heal him. Alright. Now, the music room was also up here, I believe. Let's check the map. Okay, perfect. Do you want a harmonica? Hello, is the music professor in here? No, but I'm his classroom monitor. Can I help you? I have this harmonica. I thought it might interest him. A non-magical harmonica. Great. Magic music sounds so bland and free from error. Non-magical music has mistakes everywhere. Gee, that was a very passive-aggressive compliment. I'm sure you'll like this, then. You give up the harmonica? Thank you. Let me give you something. It's a magic whistle that blows itself. People who have trouble staying awake often have one of these. You receive a magic whistle. Professor Binns is always dozing off. Maybe he'd like this. Okay. Professor Binns, you say? Now we just gotta remember where the History of Magic room is. Or I could check the map, which I keep forgetting about. Ancient Studies, is that it? Oh, no. It's on the 4th floor. All right. Now, Ancient Studies and History of Magic sound like they would be very similar, but I guess not. Wait, why am I going up? I gotta go down. All right. 4th floor. History of Magic is up here. Maybe Binns is in this place. Maybe he fell asleep before getting back to his office. Which is how apricots lost their geographical aptitude. Hello, Professor Binns. Sorry I woke you up. Perfectly all right, Mr. Potter. People wake me up all the time. If only I had a device to keep me awake, like one of those whistles that blows itself. I have one right here. One what? A self-blowing whistle. Here you go. You give up the magic whistle? Thanks awfully, Mr. Potter. Your generosity deserves to be rewarded. This is a genuine dragon skin cloak. There are few like it. Not the sort of thing one usually trades anyway. You receive a dragon skin cloak. Thank you, Professor. You're always welcome. As my father always used to say... Alright, so I think we're going to call it for right now, but first we're going to see what the dragon skin cloak does. What is Hermione working? Hermione doesn't have anything equipped. Ron... Ron's doing all right, I guess. I could give... That's plus 50 defense, plus 3 agility, and plus 20 magic defense. That seems really good. So I'll do that, and then I'll give Hermione my old cloak. Or my old robe. And then I think we're going to call it right now. Tune in next time for Quidditch. I will see you guys on the next adventure, and as always, I will save off camera.